let's look at on the bottom of this file there are page numbers. So look at page 31. Page down to page 31. The practice problems. All right, 1A. That number is 8.8 billion. And so now you can see why there's that logic with the spaces instead of the commas. So I need to change that to scientific notation. Where it says page 31 down here at the bottom. Scientific notation. So when you do your work, if you have any number that's larger than the thousands, once it goes into the 10,000s, then I would like you to put your answers in scientific notation. And you can do that and observe significant digit rules at the same time. Okay. So if I convert 8,000,000 into scientific notation, where am I going to assume the decimal is in this statement? Right here, correct? Okay. So I need, the rule is with scientific notation, the decimal goes after the first number bigger than 0 but less than 10. In other words, I have one non-zero digit in front of my decimal. I can't have 88 point something. I have to have 8.8 something. So one non-zero in front of the decimal. And so I'm going to go, okay, so I have to move my decimal here. But then 8.8 billion and 8.8 are clearly not the same number, right? So I have to tell the reader what power 10 I'm talking about. So I move this decimal how many places? 3, 6, 9. So my scientific notation is going to be 8.8 times 10 to the 9th. And when you move that decimal to the left, so the exponent was, so if I had this, it would be 10 to the 0. So when I move that decimal to the left, did the exponent get bigger or smaller? From 0 to 9, the exponent got bigger or smaller? From this exponent, 0, to this exponent, 9. Did my exponent increase or decrease? Okay. So now, where am I going to put the decimal here? I'm not going to put it after the 5, right? Because that's bigger than 10. I can only have one non-zero in front of that decimal. So my new number is going to be 1.5. But I have to tell the reader how many places I moved. 1, 2, 3. So my number is 1.5 times 10 to the negative third. By the way, when you're working your problems, if you don't have a unit past that number, that question is incorrect. Even if the answer is numerically correct, it isn't correct without a unit unless we're doing proportions or percentiles. And that, you know, if a nurse doesn't pay attention and reads milliliters instead of units, that patient will be dead, and that has happened. So units are important, and I haven't had an argument with a parent, but I know a teacher who has, and the parent adamantly said, my child had the correct numerical answer. But if there's no unit attached, I don't know if you're talking about cookies, liters, whatever. So you have to include a unit in your answer. Okay, so here's my next number, 8,002,000 hertz. And my decimal has to go here. But these numbers are significant now, aren't they? I have 4 significant digits in that statement. So I have to include them in my answer, don't I?
Yep.
So I have to have 4 significant digits in my scientific notation, but I also have to tell the reader I moved my decimal 3, 4, 5, 6 times 10 to the 6th. So you're juggling 2 things now, significant digits and scientific notation. How many significant digits are in this statement? E. 4. So my answer better have 4 significant digits. So this is where Chelsea was going with the 520 and the 5.2 or whatever it is. So my significant digits are there, 9.003. But I also have to, so this has nothing to do with significant digits whatsoever. The exponent is not important in terms of significant figs, but it's totally important when it comes to power of 10, whatever, 3, -3. Does that make more sense now? Yeah. Okay, so this, how many significant digits in this puppy? 1. F. Oh, E is correct, Chelsea. We're looking at F. I have 1. 1. You're assuming the decimal's right there. What if the decimal was, and I had that? I might as well not even put it into scientific notation, right? Because those zeros are between 2 significant zeros. So they may or may not be significant, but they're between 2 significant zeros. So I'd have to write it all my answer anyway, so I might as well not even put it into scientific notation. But there's no decimal there. So that's why I can do that. All right, so page down to page 34 and do A on your calculator. First of all, does everybody know how to put something in scientific notation in their calculator? Tell it to give you your answer, I mean. Press mode. Mode and cursor over to Sci. If it's already on Sci, it's already going to give you your answer in scientific notation. That's just weird. Okay, what did you get? Did you get what the answer says? How many people did not get 5.62 times 10 to the 4th?
I got 5.616.
Okay, well, who did not get 5 point something? Who got some crazy number? Okay, so obviously everybody put their statement in parentheses. Because if you just go straight across, 4.74 times 10 to the 4th, oh, that's yeah, it goes wacko. So you have to put that statement in parentheses to get it to work. Does everybody know how to get their times 10 to the exponent key? It's the caret key, and I don't know why my little caret key goes like, that won't even let me.
It's like an arrow pointing upwards. It's like a carrot.
Caret key goes like that. So you want to find that key. So here's what you do. Parentheses. 4.74 times 10 caret end parentheses plus parentheses 7.71 times 10 caret 3 end parentheses plus parentheses 1.05 times 10 caret 3 end parentheses enter.
I How would you do that without a calculator?
Okay, so you want to get everything to this with the same exponent and add,
Oh, okay.
right? Which is infinitely more irritating than having a calculator. And then if that answer is bigger than, if you get 14.0 as your answer, you need to rewrite it as 1.4 times 10 to the first. Okay, so now did everybody get 5.6 something something? So why is it 5.62 instead of what? What?
5.616.
Why is it 5.62 instead of 5.616? Because my least number of places past the decimal is 2. My least number of places past the decimal is 2. So I can only have 2 digits past the decimal. If I had 4 times 10 to the fourth plus 7.71 blah blah blah, then I would only have my answer as 6 times 10 to the fourth. So I'm limited by that addition rule. Try C. So the nice thing about scientific calculator is when you're doing big calculations like this, then you can look back and see what you put in there because it's on your little screen. So you can see where you messed up if you get an incorrect answer.